Hi, good morning, everyone. This morning I'm going to do a review on two stocks, which are Alphabet Incorporated or Google versus Meta. So, the medium that I'm using is TradingView, and I'm using weekly time frame to look at the long-term prospect for that particular stock. And I'm using three indicators, which are moving averages, 30 period, a volume, and the last one is relative strength. So the first counter is Google. Google, the last price was $107.74, and compared to its previous high back in November 2021, Google or Alphabet has dropped for about 42% from its peak back in November or December 2021. So from this chart, we can see that Google attempted about 3 to 4 times to break above its 30 moving average line, which shows that 30 MA line is proven to be a good support and resistance for Google. As you can see, I highlighted here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts for Google to break above its 30 MA. And then recently, with 17 billion volume, Google attempted and managed to break out above 30 MA line. But we have to take a look at other indicators as well. Second indicator is the MA line itself. So from what we can see here, even though the last closing price for Google is above its 30 MA, but 30 MA line is still on a downtrending basis. It is important to have an uptrending MA line in order to support the uptrend for Google. And the third criteria is the volume. Even though we have seen there are about 5 weeks of good volumes for Google, but there are still plenty of red volumes from its previous decline, starting from December 2021 until January 2023. And the last indicator is its relative strength, which means its performance against Nasdaq. So from here we can see that it is still on downtrending basis. So how do we know if this indicator is proven? So let's have a look at Google stock from its bull run since January 2021 until December 2021. So since January 2021, the increment started from $88 per share up until $147. So the increment is about 66% for 1 year increment. So we can see that the price is above 30 MA, and the second criteria is MA line is on uptrending basis. You can see on this blue line. And the third criteria is a lot of green volumes compared to red volumes. And the fourth one is RS line is on uptrending basis. So whatever that's happening right now is the opposite one. However, we are looking at more volumes. We need more volumes. We need the MA line to be straightened and on uptrending basis for Google to make another bull run. And then we need the RS line to be on the uptrending basis as well. So let's compare Google with Meta. So Meta, I think, is doing the same thing right now. After the last peak at the end of last 2021, Meta has declined for about 73% from its peak back in September 2021. The last price was $188 per share, and then right now and currently, Meta is trying to break above its 30 MA line. Whether it's successful or not, we need to see at other indicators as well. So let's have a look at the MA line itself. MA line itself is still on a declining basis, and yes, even though we have seen about 10 weeks of good volumes over here, we have to take a look at the previous volume. There are still plenty of red volumes before 2022 ended, and the RS line is still on have started to do an uptrending basis, but we can see that the MA line is still not on uptrending basis. So if you want to invest in Meta, you have to be very careful, because even though the price already breaks above its 30 MA, but consider other stuff when you are doing your judgment before entering one particular counter, especially on the RS as well as this volume. So that's all from me. It's a comparative study between Alphabet or Google versus Meta on Nasdaq. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day.